working correctly, I'm not sure. And I turned in the device volume a bit. Right, I think we are live. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we are. And make sure everything is working correctly. And this time turn down the music a little bit, because last time it was a little bit too loud to the point that I cannot even hear myself speak. But okay, I think should be fine now. Okay, so all right. Okay. Everything should be working correctly. Should be doing fine. So, hold on a second. Let me set some stuff up for a second. All right. So today I will be I will be working on another model today. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on another model today, and today I'm gonna be working on the Carabiner 98K today. You know, because I'm still working on the series, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna start doing this, I guess. Of course, start with the cube. Again, I'm probably not gonna be talking that much, because I'm not usually the kind of person that talks that much, because I don't know, I just don't really talk that much, I guess. Okay, I'll make the grip here. Hello LiamDN for 510 as car 98. Yep, it is a car 98. Make this stock now. Peak. Well, I'm not sure about if it will be peak or not, but hopefully it will be peak, or at least decent later. But I'm not sure how this will go, so hopefully it will be at least decent, because it will be used quite a lot. And, I need to make this a little bit more thin. Like that. I think that should be good. Now the front side here. Okay, I'm just gonna extend this. Get over here. The front end of this thing. I tried modeling a M1911, but gave up after an hour and only getting the grip done. Well, I do that a lot back in the day when I'm like a few months ago, I guess, when I'm doing 3D modeling again. Yeah, I usually just like give up after like doing a little bit of it and then just gave up on the thing. So yeah. I'm not sure about this part right here. I think I'm just gonna make it just make it like this. I have no idea if this is right or not. not sure about this. I'm not really the kind of guy that knows a lot of the guns, like the individual parts. So I might get some weird stuff here, and maybe get some stuff wrong. But just gonna make it like a simple Car 98. Not sure. Looks a bit weird. Yeah, it looks a bit funny. Maybe I'm just gonna I need to add the other stuff to make it look right. Oops, okay. This is not sized correctly. I need to extend this a little bit. Okay, I think I'm just gonna. I think that's decent. Well, I mean, it looks a bit funny, but I'm gonna make the bolt. I guess this is the bolt. I'm not sure. I think yeah. So I'm just gonna use this pipe right here and use it to make the barrel and the bolt. I'm gonna make the barrel first. That doesn't look quite right. Not sure what to do about this. I guess I'm gonna maybe try to cut this thing. Maybe that'll work. I haven't done that much 3D modeling on guns, so might look a bit funny at the end. You should make a Discord server. Well, I did make a Discord server like a while ago, but I ended up deleting it because actually I don't really remember why, but I think it's because like I don't know, maybe it's because I just like I saw what is going on in the other Discord servers, and I just don't want to deal with having a Discord server because it can get very weird in Discord. So I decided just like screw having a Discord server. And I just don't want to deal with the nonsense that happens in Discord. So that's kind of, I think that's why I deleted all the drama and stuff. Well, that is one of the things. And also I just don't want to have to deal with a Discord running a Discord server, or like just, and also I just don't really like talking to people that much. I just don't really like socializing. I know that's kind of weird. I'm just not a big fan of talking to people usually. I prefer being alone most of the time. A little bit confusing right here. I'm not sure. So far it's not looking great so far, and I'm already screwing up the topology of the model. I'm gonna try to keep going with this, and hopefully it looks fine, because it will be used a lot in future videos, so I better make this decent at least. Down a bit. I'm gonna focus on the bolts. Okay. I have no idea how to make this look right. Hello, Schnuffnel. Welcome to the stream. I need to figure this out. I'm a bit confused on how this is supposed to look. I'm just gonna add another one of these. Try to make the actually I'm not sure if that is the proper shape to use. Maybe I'm using a cube. It's probably gonna be better if I use a cube. Man, I'm feeling a bit stuck right here. I have no idea if this is going to turn out well okay, or if it's gonna just be trash, completely trash. Hopefully it's at least decent. I don't know, like I have no idea if that is right or not. But I'm gonna see where this goes. Add a sphere for the bolt part. There. Making it a bit smaller. Quite curious if I'm gonna animate the gun itself. Well, I probably will. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. That's the whole reason why I'm making the gun, because I'm gonna animate it later. What can I do with this? Yeah, that definitely doesn't look right at all. I'm gonna keep it like this. Yeah. Just gonna combine this and that looks like Prisma 3D looks kind of hard. Well, I mean, honestly, it's the hard part is just, you know, dealing with the glitches, and also just, well, I mean, I don't think Prisma 3D is that hard. I just think it's just annoying to use because, well, it's not really very good software, honestly. And that looks weird. I need to fix that a bit. That does not look right at all. Hold on, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe turn this down a bit. Look at this. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, we got Hans and Gunther before GTA 6. Actually, I don't know if we actually get Hans and Gunther before GTA 6. Because I still do not know how long it will take. If I have to guess, it's probably gonna take like at least a few months, or probably a year, probably, to get the whole thing done. Because I might run out of motivation at some point, which is not good. Alright, so far this is a lot more difficult than the French machine gun that I did last week or something like that. Yeah, but this is way harder than the last model that I made, because I'm just confused. What are all of these parts? I assume you just simply cut this part right here, and another one here. I thought you only have to make one side for the Car 98K. Well, I am only making, you know, I mean, right now I'm still working on this side, and then later I'm gonna work on the other side. Because, well, you know, I mean, unlike drawing, you know, when, if you're drawing this, you're probably gonna have to, well, I mean, you can just flip the image if you're using a PNG of a car 98. Oh, okay, I'm in left and right. I'm in left and right. Okay. I'm in left and right. I mean, I guess I can just leave the other side the same as this side, but actually I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the other side kind of the same, because no one's probably gonna notice, or at least I don't think anyone will notice that the model is, and also the fact that the model looks very weird because I made it. And I still do not know if this looks right. For some reason there's something weird about it. I'm not sure what it is. But this will be the bolts, and then I'm gonna make the thing that covers the bolt. I don't know what you call it, but the thing, I don't know. I don't really know that much about guns. About the individual parts, I mean. Okay. Still does not look right at all. I'm not sure what it is. Take another look. I wonder, does it goes down or something? Sometimes in your random rally 2D version, I always wonder how you make the gun like oil art drawn. I usually use PowerPoint, remove background, and just add artistic effect and cutout. Sorry for more rapping. Well, back in what I call a random rally V version 1. Well, I actually don't draw the gun. I just simply yoink it from Google and put some posterized effect on it, and that's it. I did not actually draw the gun because I'm a bit too lazy to draw the gun, because no one's gonna care really. Hello Ragazzino Frasciano, welcome to the stream. No clue if this looks like. I'm still confused with how this is supposed to. I'm assuming it's angled or something, because somehow it managed to go here while also sticking out like here. I'm not sure how this works, and I'm getting really confused. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. The model looks good so far. Well, besides the bolt, besides the bolts right now, I guess, yeah, sure. My dad just came in the room, so sorry about that. Okay, continuing on with the model. Yeah. Okay, I need another reference image right here, because this is not enough images for me to actually I'm getting really confused right now on how this is supposed to look. Okay. I'm just gonna actually I might consider just doing this side instead of the bottom one here. I'm just gonna do this side, because this side it gets really confusing for some reason. So just gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to mirror it or something. Yeah, that works. Okay. Angle it correctly. Yeah, like that. Okay. And now the bolts, I'm gonna do the same thing, mirror it and just flop it there. Now for this, I'm gonna just delete this one and this one. Okay. Now back to the car 98. I'm just gonna make it like this. I'm just gonna add 2 squares and probably gonna texture it later to make it look a bit better. These cuts to make it look a bit more round. Okay. When was the first time to have an idea to animate in 3D? I think it's like early May. When after April I took a break and then I got the idea last month to do it. And also Bolivia Animation to Opera, hola, hello there. Moving on to this, I think this is how it's supposed to look. I'm not sure if this is actually what it looks like. Just my guess. Trying to select the other side and delete maybe, and then just simply, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I need to do something else. Get rid of all these and maybe extrude. Maybe that'll work. And then delete. It's probably gonna be really terrible. I don't know. The model's probably not gonna be that. I mean, maybe it looks fine, but in terms of like the way it is made, it's probably gonna be like a lot of messy parts. But that's fine. The only one that will have to be using the model is only gonna be me. And if I'm correct, I think your 3D animation is inspired by PWA and Cruxton. Well, for PWA, I guess, I mean, because PWA is kind of the first channel to use 3D, or like one of the first that really made it big, I guess. I don't know, but for Cruxton, yes, definitely Cruxton. Because I've been watching Cruxton for like 2 years or something, and then I just got reminded of that kind of animation style like not that long ago, and I decided like what if I combine those 2 channels together and make my own thing, because back in the day I used to do this Kaliningrad General thing that I got tired. Are you using a PC or a cell phone? I am using a cell phone because I am broke and I have no money. If I'm using a computer, I would not be using Prisma 3D. I would be using Blender instead because it's so much better. But I do not have money because, well, I'm broke. I'm not even in school, so yeah. You gotta work with what you have, basically. Copy paste this. What application do you use? I'm using a thing called 3D modeling app on cell phone. Well, I mean, there are some limitations on working with a phone because because I'm using a phone. There's obviously gonna be some problems with it. It's all I have. I don't have anything else to use. god. Now, this should look... Okay, it's starting to look okay-ish, at least. Not as bad as what it was earlier. The first time I saw your Indonesian history according to school, honestly I thought you were using a PC to make it. I never had a PC, so again I used my phone. I used a light motion to do that because, well, I mean, I have not, like, I did not have a computer for like around, what, I don't know, 7 years maybe. It's the last time I have a computer at home, and then after that it broke or something, and then yeah, honestly kind of sucks because it would be a lot more easier. How about a laptop? Well, that is actually all I had back then, is a laptop. I never had a proper, like, PC. I guess I should have used laptop. I should have said laptop earlier, but yeah, I only had a laptop, and that was like 7 years ago, when I was still a little guy. And then it broke and stuff. From his post, you can see using a light motion. Yeah, you can tell I'm using a phone because and also I mentioned a light motion quite a lot. So now I'm gonna make I believe this is called a cleaning rod or something, but that should be easy. It's just a cylinder, a very thin cylinder that you just put right there, rotate it, and then extend it like that. Still looks a bit weird. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's because I have to. True, but I usually think people use like BlueStacks. Well, actually, I'm not sure if you can actually use BlueStacks and use light motion or something. But if you have a computer, well, I don't really see the point of using a light motion on a computer. Like, why don't you just use something else that is actually decent? Because light motion isn't that, it kind of sucks, honestly. Sometimes if you're like doing what I'm doing, like making hundreds of balls in one screen, yeah, light motion just cannot handle that. I'm gonna make these. I don't know what those are. But, those thingies, but yeah, I'm gonna make that now. What is a BlueStacks? BlueStacks is like a software on a computer where you can run stuff that you can run on Android stuff, basically. Just play and phone games on a computer, basically. I have used BlueStacks a while ago, but I kind of forgot about it. So, but all I remember is you can play Android games on a computer, basically. Okay, a bit more thin. Okay, now I'm gonna make this a bit more rounded. So right now it looks a bit boxy. I'm gonna make it a bit more round. My phone is made in China, so I can't really use the light motion. It broke. Well, even I would say my phone I'm using right now is actually decent because it's a very new phone. It's like Android 15. But yeah, that doesn't change the fact that a light motion still crashes, even though this phone is have 8 gigabytes of RAM or something. Like, it's actually a decent phone, but a light motion is still being a prick, basically. Being weak as hell. Oop. a bit of lag right there. Let me make this, try to make this a bit more round. I think I need to make the rifle a bit more rounded because this is a bit too square. Yeah, it looks a bit better because it looks more natural. Before it looks like a Minecraft thing. Yeah, that looks fine, I guess. I gotta do with this now. Just make it not so blocky and stuff. Okay. Looks a bit better than what it was before. And I just realized what the hell happened there. Why does everyone use Allied Motion? It's clearly not the best. Maybe you find a better alternative. Well, the thing is, well, I don't even know if there is a better alternative. Allied Motion is kind of like the only option we have, basically, or at least for me. At least maybe there's a better alternative, maybe, but well, I don't really know. I couldn't really find anything. And I don't know, Allied Motion is kind of the only one that I don't know how to describe it, but like, I don't know, it's the best software for at least what I need it for, and still it has a lot of flaws and it still sucks, or at least in my opinion it still sucks. But again, you know, I don't have there's no other best alternative except for Flip a Clip, which you have to draw over 100 frames to, with that, exactly, that's what I was saying, basically. There is not exactly a better alternative to that. Maybe, I mean, I guess the better alternative would be, you know, get some money and get a computer or something and use a decent software, but that is not an option for a lot of people like me, because I have no money. Sometimes I have trouble trying to get lunch sometimes, so let alone get a computer. Stick notes. I actually never tried using stick notes for computer animation. If you want laptop, it's pivot animations. I have actually used both stick notes and pivot animation, but I haven't used them in a while. I usually use stick notes a lot more because it's on the phone, and again, like I said earlier, I don't have a computer, but I have used pivot at some point. I don't know, I was in in the computer lab in school, and basically just messed around with pivot animation, and that was like what, 2016 or 2017. So yeah, I have been using Allied Motion is good. Well, maybe for some people, yeah, but for what I needed it for, yeah, I couldn't really say if it's good or not. Maybe for some people that are doing, you know, not like the stuff I'm doing, which is basically like putting 1 million balls in one screen. Maybe it's good for some people, but for me, yeah, no. How can you use it? I mean, we can use it. It's just I don't know. Depends on the person using it, I guess. For me, well, yeah, I kind of got sick of using it at some point. It just doesn't work the way I wanted it to work, so maybe if some people that can actually use it correctly. Maybe they're perfectly fine with a light motion. For me, no. I ended up quitting. Okay, now... Okay. Now I need to... I think it looks fine enough. I just have to do the smaller details, I guess. Damn, this is sick. I'm not sure if it is, but maybe when I texture it will look better. But good choice at quitting it. Your new style is better, more original. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I kind of got sick of trying to be Kaliningrad General 2.0, and also I got a better idea. .3D style is unique in CV. I mean, I guess right now the only 3D the 3D country ball, the people that make 3D country ball videos are usually kind of, you know, they probably use Blender or some other software that is actually decent, and the style is usually kind of similar, I guess. And the festival doesn't contain trendy stuff. I mean, I guess, yeah. What do you think about the current country ball community? For me, it's even more corrupted than the USSR. Oh boy, honestly, I think it's cooked, basically. Like, right now it's just, and also it just feels so dead right now. Like, there's nothing going on, or at least for me at least, or at least I don't think, I'm not seeing anything interesting happening. CV is done for another. It's full of cornballs, not like, yeah. And also I just don't really understand why people are making those things that are just whatever, I don't know, whatever people like doing, I guess, if they, whatever, kind of nonsense. Cornball, yes. Somehow people manage to do that with balls. The stuff people make sometimes is just something else. Or it's just what the internet is like, basically, I guess. Kaliningrad General is dead, so I'm watching a random rally. Well, even though, I mean, Kaliningrad General's channel kind of feel dead, I would say still, the video, I would say it's still better than mine. Because, I don't know, it's just something else about Kaliningrad General. He's the OG. You know, Kaliningrad General basically is my biggest inspiration, I guess. I mean, if you can't tell. His community is pretty well, as far as I know. Well, I'm not really sure if it is, but from the looks of it, yeah, I guess. Still remember his surf fellow. Yeah, I do. I still remember that video as well. I remember watching it back in the day when the country ball community was not like what it is right now. I missed the old country ball videos back in 2020, 2021. Good old days. Okay. There isn't a lot of details on the both parts, but so far it looks acceptable, I guess. Before the country ball community was actually good, like football match mapping, OG times. Yeah, honestly, I prefer the older, the community back in 2020, 20. Well, maybe some of you have been around before 2020, but 2020 was when I started watching country balls. It's because of the one video by Juice Glass, which is the Talvisota Winter War video. I got a country ball because of key mapping. From mapping videos was peak. Honestly, yeah, I would say yeah, I agree. I would prefer that over whatever brain rot stuff is on YouTube right now flooding my ears. But the girl country ball before, back when it's nothing weird was going on and stuff. Because of a country ball channel, forgot his name. Okay. So that's caveman times. It's better than nothing. Yeah. Back when, you know, before stuff like state balls came to YouTube, basically everything was fine in those times, which now not anymore. Now it's kind of something else at this point. I don't know how to describe it. It's just something else. It turns to something that I do not recognize. TikTok mapping is so random. It's even about it isn't even at all that educational. They just map out of anime and out of anything. Well, to be honest, I have no idea about the whole TikTok thing because I don't use TikTok. But yeah, I guess so. Sometimes yeah, like something. I don't know what I'm saying. But, I never really used TikTok actually. I just really, like ever since the whole TikTok thing. What's a TikTok? That is the same question that I ask every day, because as everyone around me use TikTok and I'm just like the loser basically. We all have similar stuff. Maybe we can put that to use. Well, the mapping videos I usually on YouTube Shorts, I have seen some of them, and to be honest, I don't know what to think about them. I just kind of, actually, I don't know. I don't really see them that much, maybe because I don't really watch that much mapping stuff. But, yeah, I usually watch the country ball stuff. let's say check TV is technically too. I mean, I guess it is, right? I can say how bad Honor and also just mathing videos while showering. Need to make this a bit more skinnier. Honestly, does Random really play any games? Well, this might sound weird, but I barely play any games now. Like, I barely play any. I only play video games like once a month because, I don't know, I just kind of don't feel like playing video games. Maybe probably the only games that I'm still kind of playing is probably Minecraft and Rusted Warfare. Halo Pro, halo MacLib Studios, selamat datang. Okay, I think that looks okay. I think that looks decent. I might call it here, or at least like in terms of the modeling process, I might start texturing this. But I'm gonna double check this and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I am already missing a couple things here. The sight, this thing, and the trigger. While the other stuff I'm just gonna paint over it. Looks good. I think it looks a lot better than what it was when I started out. Can you make a 3000 sub Q&A? Well, actually, I am actually planning on doing that, but I will have to wait probably like in a few more weeks. And also, I'm not sure if people get sick of the Q&A videos or not, but I will make another one. You just have to wait a few more weeks, because some of you might know that or I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know, but like, I'm also making another video which I will combine with the Q&A video into one video. I guess that's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that will come in a few weeks, maybe at the end of the month. Okay, moving on, I forgot, okay. Back to modeling, I guess. Okay, make this thing here, which I'm not even sure if is that important or not, but I'm gonna make it anyway. Just slap that in here. And basically just combine this into one thing. Oh yeah, the trigger, I forgot that. About the trigger, which is very important. Awak sungguhin doa. Ya dari Jawa Timur, dari Jatim. trigger. Okay, now it looks kind of like a rifle. Probably good enough for the series, but yeah, you know, I think this is basically done. I just have to make the actual trigger. I've only made the trigger guard, and I'm gonna make the trigger itself, which is pretty easy. You just make a square and then make a pretty thin square, and then you just go down. That looks like a trigger to me. It looks really good. I guess, yeah, it looks better than what it was a few minutes ago. Because now it looks like an actual gun. Well, earlier it looks like a weird thing. And wait, hold on a second. Is the bolt backwards? I think the bolt is backwards. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix this. The bolt is backwards. Hold on a second. I need to fix this real quick. Display selected. Okay. Now, how do I? Okay. Scheiße. I don't know what to do here. I'm probably just gonna make I'm just gonna make a new bolt, probably. Either make a new bolt or somehow make this thing go the other way. What the hell? I need to make this thing's a bit too white. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this around somehow. I'm gonna detach this and mirror it. There we go. Now it looks correct. At least I think. Yeah, you definitely killed this. Maybe not the bolt. The bolt is a little bit basic, but I think it's fine. I just need it to be good enough. And so probably no one's gonna notice it, at least I don't think anyone will notice it. No one's gonna point out that the bolt looks funny. The bolt is a bit bigger here. Display selected, and then select all this along with the other parts here. Oh, aku orang Melayu. The gun is very nice, yeah. Okay, so we have a Melayu here. Well, from yeah, aku Indonesia, aku orang Indo. Jadi cuma nggak terlalu suka ngomong bahasa Indonesia aja, lebih suka ngomong bahasa Inggris aja. Okay. Now I don't know why this looks a bit funny, but maybe make it a bit thicker, maybe that will work. I have no idea, but let me check again. This looks right. I mean, I know it looks a bit basic, but you know, I think that's fine enough. I'm gonna now move on to texturing this. And that only took me like what? An hour just to make the model. This stuff takes a while. That's for sure. A lot longer than just taking a PNG from Google and putting some effect on it and exporting it. It's a lot more time consuming. Oh boy.
Wait.
Yeah.
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 Makan apa?
Yeah. My dad just came in the room again. I'm gonna have to finish this quickly because I need to eat. My dad just kept coming in the room earlier. Bloody hell. Let's move this faster. And this looks really ugly right here. This part right here. Need to fix that a bit. Oh my goodness, this back part. Okay, I need to fix that. Okay. Looks really horrendous. Okay. Now I'm gonna check again everything, make sure it looks fine. Okay, you know, that's it. I'm gonna texture this thing now. Quickly texture it, and I need to go get food because I'm hungry right now. If you have a chance to draw USA country code, would you draw all 48 stars, or would you add a 48 and add a star? I mean, if I want to to make it quick, well, I obviously would just, you know, put 48 and then add a star. But I might consider drawing all 48 stars, or like, I don't know, I don't know, is it 48? I don't know. Maybe, or at least the stars that are necessary, like the stars that you can actually see. Okay, hold on a second. I'm painting all over the place. I need to display paint it, and then there you go. There you go. Okay, I can actually paint the body of the rifle correctly without going all over the other parts that are not supposed to be brown. This is a bit too red. I need to make this a bit more yellowish. I'm not sure if this is a correct color, but I think this is a bit more like what the image looks like. So actually, I don't know if this is the actual color or not. So I'm just gonna paint it like this. Paint it a bit more bright. Okay. Now moving on to the other parts. I'm gonna paint this dark gray. Paint this up. Okay. I might add some details, like lower the opacity and increase the border, and lower the brush size a bit, and make them some little details, so it doesn't just look completely flat. Do you draw backgrounds during your random rally V1? Well, depends. If I'm like, if the background is like a forest, then yes, I would draw it. But if it's like a room or like indoors, I would just use Prisma 3D. Because, I was already doing the backroom stuff back in my first channel. So yeah, I just used my experience from that channel for Random Rally version 1. Display painted. Just doodle all over the place. Smush. People are just spelling out words right now. People just spelled out Prussia in the chat. That's interesting. Okay, display hidden. Man, this is gonna take a while. Or at least it's not that difficult. Gott mit uns. Ja. Ja. Gott mit uns. Viel Kaiser. Viel Kaiser, viel Gott, viel Vaterland. My German sucks, I know. Increase the brush size. Would you like to subscribe to YouTube Premium? If YouTube is asking me that, I would say, no, frick you. Because I am broke. I have no money to pay for that nonsense. Well, maybe if I have money, I would, but I can't even get any food, so nah. Getting somewhere. Just a little bit more and then I'm gonna be done with this and I can start working on the series again after we finish modeling some stuff. So far so good. Yeah, so far it's looking alright. It's pretty good, I think. Now this part right here, I'm not sure if I should do it a bit brighter or not. I'm gonna do it a little bit brighter. Okay, this front side, I'm pretty sure that is not what the real thing looks like. The real thing looks like this. I'm probably gonna screw this up, so yeah, it's really not gonna look 100% accurate, but I guess that's fine. Actually, I don't know. Might not be fine. MA Gamer LQYT, it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, my guy. Okay, I'd love to see how the finished results comes out there, right? It's probably gonna take me like 10 minutes. You do a good job modeling, I guess. I'm just gonna be a bit lazy here, and I'm just gonna put the details here right here. It's gonna look so bad, but that looks pretty yikes. Like, I'm just gonna cover it up. Forget about that. Okay. Okay, well, that looks very, very odd. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I'm just gonna poke a hole in there. I'm just gonna poke a hole and call it there. Actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna lazily do this part. No one's gonna really care, probably. I have no idea if this is correct or not, but I'm just gonna do this part like that. Oh my goodness, that looks horrendous. Yeah, it's disgusting. Looks absolutely horrible. Whatever that is, I'm just gonna make it a bit more smaller so no one will care, no one will see it, but that does not look like that. Yikes, okay, I need to just get this done. Get a lot of details, just get it done. I need to eat food. I'm hungry. I mean, technically I can just stop here, but I want to get this done. Might as well. It's almost done, so might as well. Even though it looks absolutely, yeah, it does not look right at all. Display painted here. Just finish this thing. Man, that looks weird. This thing takes a ton of patience, yeah. If I'm not patient right now, I would probably just drop the thing and just move on to something else, which is not a good thing. crap. No, 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 okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna do the wood part. If he is patient right now, I don't think he would be doing 3D. Yeah, I would not be doing 3D if I... Well, actually, I'm still impatient, but I'm just barely... I have barely any patience. I have barely enough patience. I was gonna ask if you ate today. Well, I did eat earlier, but I got hungry again, so I'm gonna eat lunch after this. I already did eat breakfast, but I need to eat lunch after this. Lovely thing done. Yeah, it has been going on for like an hour. This thing takes a long time. Oh yeah. Not for now. Screw it. It's decent enough. You know, I'm gonna call it there. I think it looks fine now. I'm probably gonna fix it later, but looks decent enough. Okay, I'm gonna export this now. Export this. Okay, you know what? I guess that's it for the stream. I guess I'm gonna quickly end it here. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. Hooray! I just spent a good hour watching this guy cook. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks everyone for that has been watching the stream. Yeah. I made a thing, I guess. But yeah. I hope everyone has a good day. And yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.